I am thrilled for my biggest license win. And thank you for joining me. So after waking up this morning with my husband at about 3:30, I decided I'm ready for the day. I need to record and get this out as soon as I can. Seven Seas has licensed Your Meteor Hidden in Flowers. Expecting to release of January 2027, and apparently it's an oversized edition, so it likely will be like what's above my head. So if you haven't seen my other videos, I have been collecting this series for a while. So I have all 5 volumes in Japanese along with the little art book that came. I have acrylics and prints, and the 6th volume is due out in May, and if you go to Anime, you can also get it with an acrylic. This is a historical romantic drama about a curse, a forlorn vampire, an innocent sunshine woman whose love can survive anything. On that fateful night, I became the cursed monster's bride. Stella, the eldest daughter of the Viscount Queen Witch, is an adopted child but lives happily with her kind-hearted family. However, one day, her younger sister, little Lynette, is chosen to become the monster's bride. Every 100 years, a cursed monster imprisoned in a castle requires a sacrifice. To protect little Lynette, Stella decides to take her place. The monster she meets there is a blood-stained vampire named Lavi. This is the heart-wrenching and beautiful story of a devoted girl and a vampire who has given up on everything, bound together by love and curses. Without a doubt, this art style is gorgeous, or at least in my opinion, but it has an interesting plot too. There are other likable characters in this series, particularly a knight named Oscar, but you may find some unlikable characters too. Our vampire, Lord Lavi, is a soft yandere. So he is very clingy, possessive, and jealous. I do want to highlight that this story does not have any questionable relationships that are going to turn people off, but it is steamy, erotic, and suggestive. There is so much yearning and chemistry between our leads, and it just keeps progressing as the story goes on. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware that this is not smut, but it is very suggestive, and everyone has their own comfort level. So now we are going to go through chapter 1 and take a look at what is happening. At first we see our leads who are very loving, and then we jump to sad circumstances with a little hope. Into opening, it shows our female lead Stella, who is up in a tree because she was saving a cat and comes down when her sister calls her. We learn quickly about how she was adopted by a viscount who was her father's best friend, but she loves them dearly. They find out how her sister is to be the bride sacrifice, or the monster's bride, and after a brief glimpse of a vampire who is sucking the blood from a woman, and then her skin darkens, shrivels, and she drops to the floor, Stella decides to offer herself to go. Despite there being terrible rumors surrounding the cursed monster, it's the least she could do for her family. It's clear very quickly that Stella is innocent, gracious, and optimistic. Away she goes to a large house who has many other young women waiting, some being distraught from a couple ladies who went to see the cursed monster, which is Lord Lavi, and hadn't returned. As the ladies are waiting, and with fear setting in, Lady Stella is determined she isn't going to die. Then sees a butterfly on her shoe that flies off, and looks quite magical. So she follows it. She ends up seeing some strange things, but ends up following the distraught sounds she hears. What she ends up finding is Lord Lavi on the balcony. I believe chapter 1 really sets a good tone for the series and shows how close Stella and Lord Lavi are right off the hop. Even when they have a rough start, they do develop rather quickly, and it just keeps going chapter after chapter. The This series is very well done and for where it's going, and I can't honestly say that I have many things that I could compare it to. I find that it's very well rounded in things that I like in series, and also really nice to get more yanderes. So I am so happy that it is finally coming and I will be able to enjoy it in all of its glory. If you're already a fan like me, great. It is a win for all of us. If you are new and are interested in checking it out, fantastic. I really hope that this series will continue to succeed and gain more popularity. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Until next time, take care.